Okay, which one is this? Screen control. Stop sharing. Full screen. 21. Oh, let me use that one at the top. Stop sharing. Hi, good afternoon, traders. My name is Sithen Gema. I'll be doing technical analysis with you this afternoon. Thank you so much for attending this session. I can see Obi is already trying to type some message there for me. Thank you very much, guys. I had a chat with earlier this morning. He actually sent me a message. I think he suggested that we have a look at what is the stock? I think it was the currency AUD NZD or USD AUD. I can't remember exactly. Maybe he can remind me what that was. I see we have Ernest Mashaba in attendance, and the problem with you, Ernest, is that you are using an Android device. I doubt you'll be able to see what I'm demonstrating on my screen this side. If you have access to your laptop or your desktop, please do switch to either one of those that I've just mentioned so that you can see exactly what I'm demonstrating on my screen. John Mombeck, I think you're joining us for the first time. Thank you very much. John Lewis, Martin Lawung, Obi, Patricia, Petsin Makope. Edith, you're back. Thank you very much. Okay, hi, guys. Guys, right now we have a very bad situation happening. Hello, Patricia. We have a very bad situation happening between China and the United States. The trade war that's currently taking place. This morning, I think at about 9:30 to 10 this morning, the announcement was made that the Chinese government was going to impose some heavy duties on the US products that go to China. They were talking about 25% on Boeing, talking about 25% on some of the car manufacturers, but I mean they haven't really decided on the date yet, but I think very soon they are going to be doing that, and that's going to have a really bad impact on our market. If you guys remember, I've always said in the sessions that if the mood in the market continues to it continues to or if it worsens, there's a good chance that we could see these markets falling and support levels not holding on some of the stocks. That's the main reason why we said that we're looking at MTN getting to 110 111 levels, and this morning the low that we've seen on MTN is 111.15. It's right around our target. We'll see what happens going forward, but I'm of the view that we could see this market dipping a little bit more if the two gentlemen or the two countries don't treat this in a diplomatic manner. If they continue with their cowboy mentality, we may see these markets really breaking down and losing investors a lot of money. That's mainly the reason why some of our clients, you guys have not been receiving the trade ideas. You've not been receiving them because we are scared. We don't want you to go into a market that is uncertain. We don't know what we're going to wake up to the next day. Maybe Trump is going to say something that's going to make you guys lose a lot of money. So that's the reason basically why we've not been sending out any trade ideas. Is there anything specific that you guys are looking at that would like me to check out? Anything? I know, I know Obi wanted us to have a look at the AUD NZD, but I'm just talking about you guys. Are there any stocks or shares that you are holding currently that are not making you sleep peacefully at night. If there are any shares that are giving you sleepless nights, please let me know. We'll have a look at them. We'll try and analyze them and tell you where we think they could be heading to. Okay, Obi has two AUD NZD and Anglo Gold, and Patricia is looking at EOH. Edith is looking at, let's see. Okay, let me try and get my charts here. Can we minimize that? Okay, guys, what I have on the screen now is the picture of the US 500 or the S&P 500, as it is popular. As it is famously known. The S&P 500 is trading below its 10-day simple. Oh, sorry, it's 10 simple moving average on a daily time frame, and it's been trading like that since the 19th of March, and currently it's around 2,574. It still looks under pressure. We could still see a lot of sellers coming in and pushing the prices lower. So we must just stay vigilant and keep an eye on some important levels. The levels I'm looking at on the S&P, I'm looking at 2,560, 2,520 levels. 2,560, 2,520 levels. Those are the levels I'm looking at. If this market gets to those levels, we could see maybe the JSE top 40 losing a bit of value, coming down maybe a couple of thousands of points. I had the levels yesterday, but right now I don't have those offhand. But those are really. Those levels are low. What's happening? Facebook is coming off. I can show you what's happening with Facebook. It has almost a similar picture. It has a problem. The other week they had to go and testify to the Congress. Mark Zuckerberg. He had to go and testify to the Congress about what's happening with Twitter. They've been using information that they're not supposed to be using, private information. So they are being scrutinized right now. So that is not really going down very well with the investors. Okay, now let's have a look at AMG. Okay, Ernest, you can type your message there. ANG is Anglo Gold, guys. For those of you that don't know the ticker codes, it's ANG. Okay. Welcome, Ernest. Okay, ANG. If you look at the day if you look at the daily time frame, it's trading above its moving average. It's looking okay because of this route that we see in the market. If it wasn't for this, maybe it could be trading much lower. Let's check how the monthly time frame looks so that we can decide whether it's a stock to be bought or not. Okay, the stock has been trading below its on a monthly time frame, guys. It's been trading below its moving average since October 2016, so it's been under pressure since then. It hasn't actually broken above that. So if the stock is trading below its 10 monthly moving average, the monthly moving average is fixed at 10. The simple moving average, we fixed at 10. So it's trading below that. If it's trading below, it means that that stock is under pressure. Like right now, you can see this was Feb this year. The stock was down 17%, and in March we're up 4.19%. Right now, Right now, we are down 2.28% month to date. So ANG, I wouldn't really touch it at the moment because I mean, if things uh, get solved in a diplomatic way between the US and the Chinese government, there's a good chance that gold stocks are going to come off. The US dollar is going to rise, and the stocks are also going to rise with all these I mean instruments that I've just mentioned here. So yeah, gold I wouldn't buy at the moment, more especially our local gold stocks. I think they are still under a lot of pressure. Let's check on the weekly chart how it looks. The weekly chart also, our moving average there is saying it's a no buy. You do not buy this one. In fact, around 115. Around 115, I'd look to maybe take a shot on Anglo Gold. If you look at that, I don't know if you can see those. Is it three? Around this area here. Every time the price tries to go through 115, it fails. Sellers come in and push the price lower. I don't know if you guys can see this. If this price gets to 115, I think there's going to be sellers coming in to short ANG. I think ANG currently is trading in a range. That range is 115. And this area down here, and 106 is 115 and 106. So for those guys that are aggressive, that are not afraid of action of going in, maybe they can go in and sell Exaro and maybe have their stop above maybe like 118. You sell maybe 115, have your stop maybe above 118, and take profit around 106 and see what the market does when it gets there, or 106.50. Okay, now let's check the daily. Okay. The daily time frame, same picture. If you see the price getting to 115, if you're not afraid, please, you can go in and sell ANG, hoping that the price is going to drop back down to maybe 106, 106.50. I think that's what is happening there. I wouldn't buy ANG. I don't think that is going to improve anytime soon. That's my take on ANG, OB. I do not really think that ANG is a buy around 115. I think there's a lot of orders waiting to sell ANG there. If we can get there, maybe we can take that as a an opportunity to go in and sell. Let's look at EOH. Okay, let's start here. Okay, this is the monthly chart. Okay, monthly chart, we went down beginning of January. End of January, we closed below our moving average, and the price just kept on declining. And we are still below the moving average, and I do not really see any improvement on the price of on the price of EOH yet. I do not see anything, so for that reason, I won't go in and buy EOH. Let's check what the weekly is saying. The weekly is also saying it's going down. The weekly is saying that it's going down. It's below. It had been trading sideways here. It had been trading sideways, and here it went below the moving average the week of the 12th, and it kept on declining. Week to date, we are up. We are down 6.7%. We have this resistance here around 48. So I went below the moving average on the 14th to be exact. On the daily chart, this is the daily chart I'm looking at. It's also saying that EOH is a sell. So for that reason, I wouldn't go in and buy EOH. I think EOH has to give us some real reason for us to change our minds and look to buy it. Because I mean, according to the strategy that we use, we are not supposed to be buying EOH. Because I mean, it's trading below all, it's trading below all, I mean, the moving averages on all different time frames that we use. I don't know. Are you guys happy with that? Patricia, are you happy? Obi, are you happy with the answer that you got on? Oh, Mnedisi, let me see. What? Oh, Mnedisi, you are using a mobile device. If you are using a mobile device, Mnedisi, you won't be able to see what I'm demonstrating. I suggest you switch to your laptop or to your desktop if you have access to those, so that you can see. Patricia is saying, I understand the principles, yes, but would you choose to sell or stay out of your age? Sure. I would wait for a bounce, to be quite honest. It's a clear sell, yes, but I would wait for a bounce. Wait for it maybe to bounce a little bit higher on its way back, crossing below the moving average. Then you can go in. I think that's a better strategy than going in and selling right away. Like you see here, it was moving sideways, sideways, and came down. It went through the moving average on the 14th. 15th, you're supposed to go in and sell it. That's the strategy that I can like adopt right now. Like here, you see, it was going up, it crossed below the moving average. Then I would go in and sell here. So you wait for it to give you a bounce, and once that bounce is finished, you can go in and sell. Here again, we had a bounce and it started declining after that. Then you follow that instead of going in here, because I mean it could reverse from here, go up maybe to $60 or even $48. I don't know. After that, start declining again. So the timing is actually very important. Yeah, I think it makes sense to wait for the bounce before you jump in. We understand that the trend is down, but let it give you that bounce. Once it breaks below your moving average on the daily, then you go in and take a trade there. Exactly, Patricia. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay, let's look at AUDNZD. If you guys have stocks that you want us to look at, you're welcome to forward them to me so that I can check them out. Okay. AUDNZD, guys, what do you think is supposed to happen here? What should be happening and why? Please let me know. Please let me know, guys. What do you think should be happening here on AUDNZD? Are we supposed to be buying or selling this one? This is the monthly time frame we are looking at. Okay, the main thing to highlight here is the fact that on the on Feb end of Feb we closed below our moving average, and the market was down 1.6%. And in March, the market went lower by 74 basis points, or by 0.74%, and month to date we are down 0.78%. So what do you do in a market like this? You wait for the market to bounce. You see this tail here that you see here on, excuse me, on the March candle here. This tail is a bounce that we had. This tail is the bounce that we had, that we are supposed to capitalize on. We're still gonna go and do the daily. Here again, in March, this small tail was the bounce that we were supposed to capitalize on. Okay, let's look at the weekly. The weekly is saying sell. It's a clear sell. The weekly is not saying buy this at all. Okay, we are now looking at the daily. The daily, this is the bounce I'm talking about. The market went up a bit. It went up a bit. It went below its moving average. We're supposed to go in and sell here, but it did not really give us any follow through, even though we were below the moving average. The market started moving sideways. It went up above our moving average again. And on the 13th of March, it went below the moving average. We were supposed to go in to take a short again, and the price started to move lower. But I mean, it was very reluctant. The stock did not really want to give us like a proper fall there, and started moving lower. It moved above, it went below. So this was the time for you to go in. Like here on the 13th, it was the time for you to go in and take a short. 13th of Feb. Again here on the 15th, it was an opportunity for you to go in and take a short. And here again on the 22nd, you were supposed to go in and take a short. And another thing that you can do, you can short the bounces up to the moving average, but it's not easy. It's not an easy strategy to apply. I prefer maybe the cross below the move. The cross below the moving average. But what you can do here, you can see that we had a nice bearish pin bar here. The price tried to move up against our moving average. It found some selling pressure here, or there were sell orders waiting here, pushed the price lower. You left this big tail above the body of the price. And the following day, you had a doji indecision. Yesterday, the price tried to go above again. It failed. It went down. And today, we've got our follow through. The price is down 0.45%. People were supposed to go in and short that one. Let's see where this one is likely to go. The only area that is worrying me on the AUD NZD is that trend line that we have there, around 1.05. I think we may get a lot of buying pressure here. So on this one, on your daily time frame, guys, please mark this. 104. Yes, I see. OB, I see the level that you are talking about there, but what I'm saying is that around 105, sorry, 1.05 flat, around that area. Maybe you can start maybe monitoring AUD NZD for a reversal. I'm not saying that you must buy 1.05. I'm saying around 1.05. You must keep an eye on AUD NZD for a reversal. If you see a nice reversal there, you see the price crossing above the moving average, then you can go in and take a long there. Wait maybe for a bullish pin bar reversal. If you get one, then you go in and take a trade. That's all that I'm saying. So just keep an eye on it. Well, I mean, the next key target, let me see if I cannot get some levels here. Okay. going to use this. I'm going to use this turning point here. Here I'm going to use these 1, 2. Well, I'm looking at 105,500. If we close, okay, no, it's not 105. It's point. It's 1.055. I'm looking at point 055 as your resistance right now, and your support is around 1.05175. A break below could take us down to the levels that OB gave us here, 1.04183. But around these levels, guys, I think there is a buying opportunity brewing here. So I'm not saying that you must go in and buy now. Wait for the bullish reversal. The cross above the moving average. If you can get a cross above the moving average after the price maybe has touched 1.05, then you can go in and take a long on this one. I think it's very close to its support. So that's the reason. That's the main reason why I wouldn't suggest that we sell this one, because I mean the bounce I think is around the corner here on this one. I don't know, guys. Is there anyone who is confused? Is there anyone who is happy with what we've just said now? Anyone not happy? Please let me know. Guys, it's important that it's important that you use your moving, sorry, your moving averages with care. Make sure that you use them together with your support and resistance levels. Right now, we understand that we are trading below our moving averages, but the issue is that we are very close to our support levels. So once you get very close to your support level, and maybe the mood in the market improves, maybe for a particular currency pair or stock, and people start coming in and buying, and you're short, you're going to be short squeezed. You're going to be yeah, you're going to lose a lot of money, because I mean there'll be a lot of buying pressure pushing the price up. TFG. Okay, Pioneer Foods is, well, I mean, the ticker code for Pioneer Foods is PFG. Okay, Pioneer Foods is below the moving average end of end of March. We closed 6.8% down, and right now we are still trading below the moving average, and month to date we are down, well, I mean, 15 basis points. To me, that's flat, but this is a short in my books. I mean, no one should buy Pioneer Foods right now. I think no one should buy it. I think it's likely to come down to 112. 109, around 112, 109. I think that's where the price of this one is likely to go to. We received a trade idea on that one today. Okay. Yeah, guys, you can do that. I don't have an issue with that. You can have those. You can have a WhatsApp group where you can bounce ideas around. That's actually a very good idea. Obi, thank you. What was that is? Oh, did you go long? What was the trade idea? Was it for you to go long, Mncedisi? Yeah. Okay. No, because we had a negative monthly close in March and we're below the moving average. You weren't really supposed to buy this one, but let's double check a couple of things here before I get ahead of myself. Let's double check here. You see this turning point here? This was in Jan of Feb 2016. Jan of Feb 2016, 129.91 is our strong resistance right now. That area is our strong resistance. So before we take out 129.91 on a monthly closing basis, I wouldn't really go in and take a long here. I wouldn't do. I won't do that. This is the area I'm talking about. This area here is our resistance, 129.91. So for that reason, I wouldn't go in and short. This is the candle that makes me think that this thing is a sell, because I mean we close below the moving average. Now let's check the weekly and see how it looks. Okay, the weekly. Okay, let's see if we cannot get. On the weekly, we've got that line around 130. On the weekly, we have that line around 130. 130, we have our resistance, and we are trading below our moving average. Let me refresh my charts. We are trading below the moving average. That's a sell. Okay, I'll come back to you now, DC. Let me finish checking this. Let's go to the daily. Let's see how the daily looks. Okay, 128, 130. Mm. 128, 130. Another line here. Okay, let's have another line there. I'm supposed to be having another line here, but we're going to end up having too many lines. I'm not going to draw another line. So I just want us to focus on these two horizontal lines that I've drawn on the weekly. So okay, there's another thing here that I've just picked up. Okay, okay. Okay, first of all, for one to call this a long, we need to close above this falling trend line. You see, if you connect this point, this point, this point, and this time it failed to hit the falling trend line in the thick blue line. The thick blue line, this falling horizontal, falling trend line. We haven't, closed the day above that, so that means that we are still under a bit of a bearish pressure here, so the market is still dropping. So we have these two horizontal lines. Okay, let me make them dotted. You see these two dotted lines, the blue lines, they are our resistance at the moment. You see today the price tried to move higher to the line this morning. Sellers came in, they shot the price down. Now the price is up only 25 basis points, or quarter of a percent. We are still trading above our moving average. Maybe that's the reason why they thought maybe because we have different service providers that we work with, so I think maybe that's the reason why you got a buy trade idea on this one, because I mean on the 28th it had broken above the moving average. 29th it was above. Yesterday it was above, and some people thought maybe this move was going to carry on moving higher, but I don't see that happening, because I mean we have that falling trend line, the thick blue line. We have this first horizontal line around 127.07. We have another horizontal line around 131. But I mean, if we can take out 128 or 127.07, maybe we could see the stock picking up. But the mood in the market right now is not looking good at all. It's not saying buy this market. So every time this thing gets to, or TFG gets to 127, I would consider going short on TFG, maybe targeting 110, 109 as my take profit, shorting TFG. Okay, let me see what. Okay, let me see. Let me see. When did you enter this market with a long? The first long signal that we got on this market was on the 28th. We got the first long signal on the 28th, but you must understand, when the weekly and the monthly are saying sell, you must not go against those. You must go in line with them. Because I mean, if you are going against the monthly and the weekly signal, it means that you are going against the trend. You must not do that. You must not do that. You must always make sure that you are in line with the weekly and the monthly chart. If those agree with you, then you can go ahead and take a trade. If it's against those, do not take that trade. Okay, you're welcome, DC. Is it advisable? Ernest Mashaba is asking, is it advisable to go long before the market opens? Okay, let me try and understand what your question is trying to address there, Ernest. You may, but you may place a limit order before the opening bell. You may do that as long as you've done your analysis. If your market on the daily is trading or closed above maybe your 10 simple moving average on the daily time frame, you may take a long. If it closed below, you may take a short. You may take a short as long as you've checked all your different time frames, like your monthly. Is your monthly saying buy also? Is your weekly saying buy also? Is your daily saying buy? If they are all saying buy, they are all saying one thing, then you can go ahead and take the trade. That trade will make you money almost instantly. It won't take too many days before you see some profits there. Ernest, again, you say it sounds like basing your. Yes, yes, Ernest. If you are new, it makes sense to base all your trading on end of day trading strategy. It makes sense because I mean, at the end of business or at the end of the trading session, that's where you see where the market closed. You cannot trade based on the intraday candle, or when maybe you're using the daily time frame. You cannot do that. So you must make sure that at the end of business, you. Okay, sorry guys, OBS just sent out his mobile number there. He's saying that those that are interested in forming a WhatsApp group, the trading group, they may send him the message and he will keep your details so that maybe if he has a trade idea, you can all have a look at the trade idea and agree not to agree maybe on some of the trade ideas. if you think that maybe it's not the right time to be buying or selling a particular stock. Guys, who does not understand how we've been analyzing these stocks, or how we've been checking these stocks that we've been looking at, currency pairs? Who does not understand, guys? Please let me know so that I can go back and explain what I was doing, so that you can avoid the costly mistake of going into the wrong trades. Okay, see, this is okay. This is what I meant. Okay, you check your monthly. Your monthly is below your moving average. It closed below your moving average, so that means that the next time you trade this market, you must look for short opportunities. Do not try to buy this market. This is your weekly chart. Your weekly chart is below the moving average. It has been below the moving average since the 29th of January. So it hasn't closed above the moving average. So all that this chart is saying to you is that sell me, do not buy me, sell me. You check your daily. There's a lot of volatility, so the daily can swing from a buy to a sell, depending on the mood of the market. But I mean, the moment you see the daily crossing below the moving average, agreeing with the monthly chart, that means sell. You go in and sell. Like right now, we haven't closed below the moving average yet, but I mean, according to the resistance level that we have here around 127, every time the price gets to 127, we may take a trade there by going in blindly based on the resistance level that we have there for the price to move lower. The price hits there, it moves lower. The day it breaks below the moving average, if you're a conservative guy, you do not want to jump in before the signal. You can wait for the price to first cross below the moving average and then go in and take a short. And then go in again there. Guys, I don't know. I think it's I mean, because now that you have OB's number, maybe you can just give your numbers to OB directly. Please do not keep showing them here, because I mean, we're going to put this online. This webinar is going to be put on YouTube, so you don't want strangers calling you. Okay, yeah, I see your feed there, OB. I see your feed. Okay, GRT. Okay, let's check the monthly chart first, the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame, late, well, I mean, end of December, we closed above the moving. No, this was 2017. How is this? Oh yeah, this is 2018, right? Okay, 2017 December, we closed above our moving average, which is positive. January, we ended flat. We are down 14 basis points. In Feb, we're up 6.27%. March we were down 3.69 or 3.7%, and month to date we are down 4.39. Month to date we are down 4.39. But the main thing that you need to look at, your moving average. We are trading above the moving average. Now let us try and get our support and resistance levels on this one. See why this market turned or reversed at the top there in the first place. Okay, let's do this. Let's change this into the line chart. You see this this turning point here is very important. This turning point here is very important. This turning point that we've had here recently is also very important. So now let's draw the trend line at the top there. So we call this a triple top formation. We call this a triple top. It went up in 2013. When it got to these levels, it reversed. It went up again in 2015. When it got there, this was your resistance now, and the price reversed. And again in 2018, we went up. We hit this area. We hit this resistance of Feb 2015, and the price started reversing. So if you had drawn this line, you'd know that around 29 or around 30, we can expect maybe the price of GRT to reverse around those levels. Now let us look at our support as the price is heading lower. Okay, this was your resistance here. Oh, sorry, your support. I'm sorry. This was your support there. And this area also is going to be your support. 2644 is your support also. I'm just going to focus more on those that I've just drawn there. I'm going to focus more on those that I've just drawn there. So I expect the price maybe to come down to 2440 or sorry 2644 or 26 around those levels on GRT. Let's check what our weekly is saying. Our weekly on the weekly chart, you have different levels. Let us draw another line here. You see on the weekly, your top is here. So it's exactly around 30.31. So if you had this on the weekly chart, you'd know that the moment you start seeing this, the market went up here. It was down. We had a follow through again here. I mean around the 12th of March, and the price started falling. It went below its moving average. So you were supposed to sell here, but I mean if you are selling here, you are using price action. You sell here, you use this top as your resistance, the highest point or the high 3150. 3150 is your well, I mean maybe you make your stop loss 3155 or well, I mean 3155 or 3154, and you go in and buy around what is the close 2971, and the price started moving lower. You were using if you had gone in here using price action, you would have gone in here to take a short, and currently the price is still below its moving average, which means that it's a short. So it's likely that we're going to get to those levels that I mentioned to you, 2644 or well, I mean 2640. Now let's change this to our daily time frame to see what's showing there. Around okay, let's try and get these. No, it's the same as the weekly, the triple top formation that we're talking about. You see on the daily, the first time that it broke below the moving average was the 8th It was the 8th of 8th of March. That close was 30.22. That's when you're supposed to go in and sell. So you go in and sell the following day, even if you sell, well, I mean, that close of 30.22, and keep your stop above 31.55 or 31.60. You could have actually done very well, because I mean, from 30s, the price just stayed below the moving average. It had a bounce here around this support that we have here. You see the support that we have here, where we have our horizontal line. It shot up, it went up to challenge our moving average there around 29.40, 29.50 levels, and there were sellers waiting with their orders. The next day it closed below the moving average. This was another opportunity where one could go in and take a shot on GRT. Yesterday it was down 1.75, and today we are down over 2%. The next level I'm looking at, if we close below 27.50, if we close below 27.50 today, the next level I'm looking at 26.44. 26.44, 26.40. That's the level I'm looking at. Maybe we can move this one a bit lower. Okay, we've moved it a bit lower. I'm looking at 26.30, 26.40. I think that's the level where the stock is likely to go to next. That's the level I'm looking at. If that 26.30 fails, let's try and see what the next level could be. Okay, we are going to use this turning point here. This one, we're going to use this one. The next level that maybe we should look at is 2371, 24 levels around there. That's where you can expect maybe to go in for a long on GRT. That's if 26.33, 26.30 fails. If the price doesn't get supported there, if there isn't enough buyers, we may see the price maybe coming down to 23.71, 24 levels. Around there, maybe that's where you can start buying. If you see the price crossing above its moving average and giving you maybe a nice bullish reversal setup, then you can go in and buy GRT. John, are you happy with that? Okay, if you are long this one, I think you're going to lose a bit of money before the market conditions improve on this one. Okay, let's draw this. This is our trend line, the rising trend line. We are trading below this this trend line that I drew here. Let me this thick blue trend line. We are trading below the trend line, so this is a confirmation that the uptrend has been broken. We are coming down to 26.30. Let's look out for the 26.30. If 26.30 fails, then we are coming down to 23.71 or 24 levels. Okay, Obi is saying, shouldn't we wait if it breaks that current level before going short? I don't know which level exactly are you referring to there, Obi. Are you referring to the 27.49 or 27.50? Which one? In fact, we can actually move it a bit lower to this turning point here. This turning point. Yeah, that one that I've just marked now. So I'm looking at 27.30. If we get a close below 27.30, today, you can actually go in and take a shot down to 26.30. The only issue there you're going to have is the risk reward. I think the risk reward is not going to be very good unless if you are confident that the price is going to break below 26.30 and come down to 23.71. Yeah, that's what I think is happening. Obi, please, man, let's not confuse my people. Okay, the guys, our traders, let us not confuse them with the FIBs. Let them understand this SMA. Let us not try to complicate this a lot. Because they're going to get confused. We will cover it next time. I don't have an issue. Ernest, are you okay? Can you analyze the chart for me? If I can put up one, can you analyze one and tell me what you think? Ernest, John, John Louis van Rensbeck, can you guys do that for me? If I put up a chart, I can ask just the three of you to analyze a stock for me. Is it fine? Can I go ahead and do that? Okay, guys, can I go ahead and do that? I'll put up a chart and I'll ask you guys to analyze it exactly the way that we analyze. I'll be switching between different time frames. I need you to tell me what you think should happen on each time frame. Is that okay, guys? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. No, we're not giving it a try, Obi. We're going to, oh, sorry, Ernest, we're going to nail it. Okay, I will, which one should I look at? Let me look at Exaro. First time frame is going to be monthly. Let us remove these lines, remove all, okay. Okay, Ernest and John Mombeck, what do you think we should do here? And maybe the reasons why, or the reason why, just the reason. Maybe 2 or 3 lines should be enough to analyze this. John, are you there? John Mombeck? Okay. No, I'm not looking for action yet. Oh, your keyboard is not okay. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, John. Ernest, I'm not looking for your action yet. I just want you to tell me. You're saying that it's broken below the moving average on the monthly. So that means that it's a sell. You cannot buy it. You cannot buy it. So what you need to do now, you need to wait for those bounces. Yes, you're right. But I mean, the main thing is that it's broken below your moving average on the monthly time frame. So you cannot buy this one. Okay, now let's check the daily on the same chart. Okay, let's start with the weekly first. The weekly also is saying down. It's saying it's a sell, so you cannot take a long trade on this. You cannot take a long trade as long as you have that 10 simple moving average above your price on the weekly, on the monthly, and on the daily. It means you cannot go long. Here again on the daily, you have your moving average pressing or above the price. It's above the price, so you cannot go in and take a long on this one. Ken, do you understand? Ken Manda, do you understand? Gidiboni, do you understand? Matli Tawum, do you understand? I'll move to you now, guys. Ken, Gidiboni, and Matli Tawung. All of them, yeah, they are going down. So you cannot buy this. You have to sell those balances when you get the confirmation. Ladies, you get it. Kiriboni, do you understand? Ken, do you understand? Matli, do you understand? Guys, please respond. How am I going to know whether you're getting this or not if you don't say anything? Oh, okay, Kiriboni. Thank you so much. Ken, you're trying to get the picture. Okay, it's fine. What's so difficult? What's so difficult, guys? About this. Tell me, what aren't you getting? I'll go back and explain. I'll go back and explain. That's the reason why, Obi, I do not want to go and touch on some advanced stuff. I want us to stick to the basics for now until everyone understands what you're talking about. Because I don't want to confuse you guys. I don't want you to waste your time joining this webinar for nothing. I want you to get something out of it. Oh, okay. Petson is saying that he's still new. Okay, please visit our YouTube videos. It's QuickTrade Technical Analysis. It's QuickTrade Technical Analysis on YouTube. Please go and download some of those videos. Listen to the stuff that we are go through everything that we are doing here, and you'll make money. And you'll make money if you do that, guys. Please, 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 please do that. Okay, okay, Gidiboni and okay, okay. I need you guys to look at CFR for me. I need, okay. I want Ken, Gidiboni, and Matli Mtawung to have a look at this one for me. CFR. CFR is the ticker code for Richmond. Richmond. Okay. Okay, guys, this is the monthly chart. Ken, Kiriboni, and Matli. I'm sorry, Edith. I don't know what's happening there. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry about the sounds that you are getting there. I'm very sorry. Okay, guys, could you please analyze this one for me quickly? Okay, Mnedisi, please do your own analysis, my brother. This is the monthly chart that I have. What do you think is happening there, Mnedisi? And what does it mean? It looks like a cell. Yes. Yeah, it does look like a cell. But why? Why does it look like a cell? Let me see. It's below the moving average. It closed the month below the moving average. it closed the month below the moving average. That was back in December 2017. January, it was up 2.63%, but still it was below the moving average. Feb, it was down 8%, still below the moving average. March, up 1.93, below the moving average. So it's a sell. CFR is a sell. You cannot buy CFR right now. Let's check how the weekly looks. Okay, could you please tell me what you see on the weekly there, DC, and what do you think it what you think it means? DC, are you there? Is my picture clear? Okay, okay. This is saying that it's misleading. It gives one the impression that it will cross them. Okay, Mnedisi and everyone else here. This is what I always say, guys. Do not trade what you think, trade what you see. The impression is not going to help you. The impression is not going to help you here. Trade what you see. Has it crossed above the moving average or not? That's what you need, DC. If it's above, it means that it's starting to move up. But if it's below, it means that it is likely to continue in its direction, going down. Am I making myself clear here, guys? The moving average is there to guide you. The price is below the moving average. So what's giving you the impression that it's going up? Until it crosses above the moving average, until it closes above the moving average, you start getting those impressions. But before it crosses, no, you don't. You stick with the trend. That is the weekly. That's how it looks. Okay, this was the bounce that we had in March. It went up. It went below. It went below here. Let me show you. It went up in March, and here on the daily, 23rd of March, it crossed below the moving average. That's when you are supposed to go in and sell. That close was at 106, and the lowest point it reached was around 102.80 or 102.70. And right now we are still below the moving average. We went above the moving average here on the 29th, but on the third we went below the moving average again, and we are still below the moving average. And the only reason why CFR is not down that much today, I think it's because of the rand. The rand is helping CFR. CFR is a rand hedge. They do most of their businesses offshore, so they like a weaker rand. So right now the rand is looking very strong. So sorry, the rand is a little bit weaker, so that's the reason why you're seeing CFR being positive today. But it's still trading below the moving average, which means CFR going forward is likely to move lower. CFR going forward is likely to move lower. I don't know to what levels, but it may even get to what, $90 from where it is right now. Let me try and do some analysis here on the weekly chart. Okay, let's try the monthly chart. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at 800 rands. The trend line that started back in 2012, the rising trend line. This one, get bigger. The one that started back in 2011, 2012. It's still intact. It's looking good. I'm happy with this. Like I've always said, I think that this is just a healthy correction in the market. All the signals are still pointing to a bullish market. I think that this market is still going to grind higher over the next couple of months or weeks, because nothing really suggests that this market should be declining. It's just a normal correction. I'm looking at 9,900 bucks around these levels. We may touch 95, maybe on a spike, but I expect the price maybe around 101, 105 to start reversing and moving higher. So for that reason, I think CFR is going to be reversing hopefully very soon, moving higher, going back to those 130 levels that we saw back in 2017. But we first need to come down, I think, to 100 bucks at least before picking up. If we can see a nice drop to 100 bucks and the moving average closing in on the price and the price going above the moving average, then we can go in and take some long trades again on CFR, guys. Is there anyone who's not clear about what I've just explained now, guys? You can go in and listen to this video again. I'm going to download it onto YouTube. You can go in and check it, try and understand it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for attending our session today. We will have another session again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll have another session. We're going to try and go through. It's QuickTrade technical analysis. QuickTrade technical analysis. QuickTrade technical analysis on YouTube. You will get all our previous sessions that we've done online. Yeah, welcome, guys. Thank you very much for attending. Next time we'll do something more advanced, but at the moment I feel that we should just stick to the basics, guys, to avoid anyone getting confused. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great afternoon. If you guys have any questions, I think John Mumbek sent me an email. I saw that email. I'm still going to respond to it. You guys can just send me those emails. I'll have a look at them. Yeah, welcome, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great trading afternoon.